Hey guys, welcome back to another tournament series video. This is episode number 3, and today we have Big Lake Smallmouth, aka Lake Michigan Smallmouth for Cal-Sag Bass Anglers. This was their first tournament this season. The first tournament season is a ton of fun. Always big weights, always big fish. It's a blast. Also good tournament for numbers as well. So just to give you a quick breakdown, what we had was early spring, 41 degree water, fish just starting to push up. So they're not spawning, but they're starting to migrate their way from the main lake up into, or where they're living, up into these, calmer backwaters, marinas, whatever you want to call them, harbors, whatever. I had to balance fishing to win, but also catching bass. So what does that mean? So I knew where it was going to be one, at least where I thought it was going to be one. And as a matter of fact, I was about 80 yards from the guy who won most of the day. I'll explain more of that later. But I also had to balance, I had an area with a lot of fish in it, but I just didn't think they were the fish to win. So balancing whether you stay in an area where you're not getting many bites, if any bites, or go to an area where you can get a lot of bites and try to weed through them. So that's kind of what this tournament was all about. So starting off, I started where I thought that it was going to be one. So I'll cue a quick video and I'll explain it better afterwards. So here we go. All right, so essentially where I was fishing is the mouth of marina where these bass are coming, passing through, going up into, basically we have like an off limits area where it's like half the harbor, but these fish are going back there to kind of stage up, start thinking about spawning. They're moving. These fish, it's like a cycle spot. So there was a guy, so the boat number part was really important for me because the guy that ended up winning had a better boat number, and he was actually on the mouth, the exact funnel point where these fish were passing through and moving all day long. So I got the best spot I could. In the morning, I had so much footage, I couldn't even sort through it all, but I got one bite right away, missed him. I don't know how I missed him. I jacked him pretty good. So then I just kept fishing there for another hour or two, and I was like, you know what, I got to get out of here. I just need to just put a limit in the box so I can calm myself. So I went to my area where I thought I can get bit, and I, had a feeling there would be a lot of fish, and I ended up filling a quick limit. Here you go. Finally got number one. Gosh, look at that. It's a beautiful fish. Small one for here, but I'll take it for now. Oh, thank God. Insane rock. Oh, it's a good one. two. Again, you're gonna have to get a lot bigger than this. So the limit on the big lake is three fish. So what you saw there, I had about 10 pounds, maybe a little more. I had one that was about 3.5, and then a couple low threes. So about, low 10 pounds. What I was doing is, in that area, there is, I call it rock piles, but it's really just more like, there's a lot of sand mixed in, and then there's, I guess you can call it like a rock pile, but it's not like a real pile. It's just an area where the rocks kind of come out a little more, and it goes from sand to rocks, and they're just kind of sitting on them. There was spots all along where that seawall was, where, excuse me, where there was these rock hard spot piles, whatever you want to call them. But that's mainly what I was fishing to catch those. So I got to limit really quickly. I decided, you know what? I need to put myself in contention to win this tournament, and by doing that, I got to go sit back there and try and get more bites. So here I go again. All right, so 4 hours later of sitting there, I only got 2 more bites. So I was averaging a bite every 2 hours, which is terrible. And again, both those fish got off. I don't know what was going on that day. I was throwing a specific bait that sometimes can have a little worse hookup ratio than like a tube or a Ned rig, but it should have gotten off like that. So that was kind of disappointing. And after that, getting 2 bites in 4 hours, I decided that I needed to go back and just catch some fish, see if I could weed through and, maybe upgrade 1 or 2. So I ended up going to those rock piles and got on a flurry really quick. Finally, I don't think he's gonna call though. Yeah, this one's not gonna call. We'll find out. 3 pound even, going back. I don't know about this one either. Dang. We got a lot of them. They're all pretty small. Let's see. Another clone. 3 pounds even. Going back. Unfortunately, he might pull. I got a freaking mess going on here right now. This is Maddie. These fish are so pretty this time of year. All right, so caught another 4 or 5 fish. I think I actually caught a few more that I didn't have on camera, but they were smaller ones. So we did cull once there, but I caught a few and I just didn't get the feeling. You need 4 pounders. I mean, you need 12 pounds. So I'm sitting at high 10s right now, and I think to myself, like, I really got to do something about this, because I don't think I can get to. In my head, I had to get to 12 pounds, and I didn't think I could get to 12 pounds fishing those hard spots, those rock piles or whatever you want to call them. So I decided to go back into the marina, which, you know, it's a balance, right? So it's tough. It's tough to leave fish biting, but ultimately in tournament fishing, if you're fishing to win, sometimes you have to do what's hard to do and what goes against what you think you should do to win. And that was, I really thought that I would get the bites, and I did. I got one more bite in there, and again, I lost it. So I got 4 total bites, 3 total bites. I got 2 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. Got 3 total bites in that marina. It's a 3 fish limit. Lost them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's a pretty quick recap of the tournament. It was a lot of fun. I mean, Great Lakes fishing is awesome. If you're in the area, you should really check out the South Shore. It's a really cool fishery. There's a lot of fish, a lot of big fish. And yeah, I had a really great time. I think I ended up finishing, I think there was about 30, I think there was like 29 or 32 boats, somewhere between there. I think I finished like 8th. So a few spots out of the money, but you know, one of those fish that I hooked, you know, could have made a big difference. I mean, I really only needed like a pound. If I had 1 more pound, if I would have got rid of that one of those low 3s for 4 1/4, 4 1/2, would have put me high 11s, and then that would have put me right in the money. So it's just, like I said, tournament fishing is difficult. Decisions are so important. And ultimately, I don't know if I made the wrong decisions. I think that I put myself in the contention to get the bites. I think I just ultimately missed the fish somehow. I truthfully also don't really know how I missed them. I mechanically and fundamentally, and the line, the rod, everything seemed right to me. But I just ended up not keeping them buttoned. I mean, their mouths are so hard in the springtime. Like smallmouth, they specifically have super hard mouths. So I think maybe that had a thing to do with it. And, you know, also just maybe this wasn't my day. You know, sometimes it's not your day. Some days you can't lose them if you tried, and some days you lose them and you do everything right. So that's tournament fishing, man. Had a greif time. If you're in the area, check out the Big Lake. Check out CalSag, Bass Anglers, Bass Tournaments, whatever. They're great. A great group of guys and a lot of fun. So that's all I got for you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.